Hey, hello YouTube and welcome to my channel. This is Ahmed bin Darwish. I'm a CCNA 203-1 certified. I love computer science and I'm a big fan of networking technology, just like you. In this video, we are going to learn step by step how to set up your Cisco router with your home modem, and we are going to see how to configure it with your internet service provider. It's going to be easy and really quick. This video is addressed to everyone interested to upgrade his or her domestic networking with Cisco devices. There is no big knowledge required, so grab yourself a cup of coffee and let's get started. Right, first of all, you have to make sure you got the right modem. In my case, with Comcast 620, that's why you see me using DAXIS 3.0 modem with 343 mega per second. 300 mega per second or higher is recommended if you are using a high-speed internet. But if you have a fiber optic cable, you must use a modem that has a fiber optic port. So I'm gonna plug it and power it, and after that I'm gonna grab the internet cable and connect it to the modem. So to connect modem with the Cisco router, I'm gonna grab a RG45 cable. It should be Cat 6 or higher patch cable. It's recommended. I'm gonna plug it to the port 00 in the Cisco router side and to the one port in the modem side. So that's it. The modem shouldn't take more than 30 minutes at max to synchronize with your internet provider. Alright. And after we're done with the modem, you need just like this cable by which you will be able to access to the Cisco command line interface. So you need a Cisco console cable with the FTDI chip. It's better be a USB to RJ45 cable, just like this one. So you plug it to the USB mini, and then you plug it to the other side to the console port in your Cisco router, and that's it. You should be good and ready to access to your Cisco router command line interface. Alright, wonderful. We are good now. So as you know, in order to make connection between your PC and routers, you need to use the software as an intermediate, and it's going to be the same thing between your PC and your Cisco router. If you are like me using Windows, I believe PuTTY will be your ultimate choice to do that job perfectly. If you don't know PuTTY yet, PuTTY is a powerful terminal emulator that supports several network protocols including ACP, SSH, Telnet, RLogin, and serial connections. That's what we need today. So it's free and open source. If you don't have it yet, you can go ahead to PuTTY.org and download it from him, and then once you get it set up, you don't click on it. Make sure your serial cables still connect to the router console port, and now you have to change connection type from SSH to serial. You don't have to worry about the rest of the configurations. Leave it as default. All you need now is your serial line communication number. Yeah, if you don't know it yet, you can go ahead and open up computer management windows, and then you select device manager, and you go ahead and extend port, and here you go. You should see your communication port right here. So go back to PuTTY and go ahead and enter your serial port number, and then click open. Once you see the black screen, you hit enter, and then you should see your router's name appears on the screen. Alright, now I'm going to switch to enable mode, then I'm going to enter to the global config mode. So first of all, we are going to configure the interface between router and the modem, which is G0/0. Make sure your interface is not shut down by typing no shutdown command. I'm turning this interface to a DHCP client by issuing IP address DHCP. If your modem is connected to your service provider, you should see a DHCP address. There you go. Assign it to your router in less than 10 seconds. After that, we are going to issue EP NAT outside. That means all the outside connection will be going through this interface. After that, I'm going to create an access list for security purpose. So I'm going to type IP access list standard, and we'll give it a name or number, doesn't matter. If you give a number, it should be 1 or 2 digit. And then I will permit any connection. I don't worry about the security right now. Then I will go back to the configure mode, and I will add the list to the NAT. Then make sure you select the interface that connect with the modem, and don't forget to overload it. And then let's go to the DHCP server. Let's configure it. I'm going to type IP DHCP pool and give it a name, and give it whatever you want. And then we are going to configure the DHCP server. Alright, we are going to configure the network first. Then it should be 192.168.3.0. The mask will be 255.255.255.0. And yeah, we're going to configure the default router and the DNS. The default router will be 192.168.3.1, and the DNS server will be 8.8.8.8. Alright, we should be good. So I think we're done with the DHCP server. Let's go back to the port G0/2. I'm using, if you are free to use any port you want. I'm using G0/2. That's going to be our LAN interface with the router, and I will give it an address which is 192.168.3.1. Make sure you type IPNet inside, and don't forget to exclude the interface address from the SCP server, the SCP pool. I think that's all we need to do. Let's see if it works. Now I'm going to test the connection with the router. I'm using the same cable. It's a Cat 6 RG45. So I'm going to plug it to the computer, and then I will plug it to the other side, to the router in the port G0/2 right here. And now we should see a message. There you go. So the computer is connected to the router right now, and all right, everything is good so far. So what we are going to do is to see if this computer has got an IP address from the DHCP that we already configured in the router. So we are going to open up a CMD and issue the command ipconfig. So yeah, actually this computer is got this address IP from the DHCP server that we already set up in the router, and then we are going to see if this computer is can ping the router address. So we are going to ping 192.168.3.1. Okay, here you go, it works. So the last thing, we are going to ping the DNS server and see if it works. So we are going to ping 8.8.8.8. Here you go, everything is all right. Yeah, so the last step, or the last thing we have to check, is to open up a browser and see if this computer is connected to the internet. So we are going to open up a browser, and I'm gonna try Google. So we are going to make some search in it and see if it works. Okay. All right, everything is good so far. So I think that's it. That's all we need to do. So the computer is connected to the internet through a CISCO device, which is the router. Yeah. All right. This is the end of the video. So guys, if you like it, hit the thumbs up. If you don't, just leave me a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much.